Hey guys, welcome back to another Daily Hope Devo. Today we are in Jeremiah chapter 43. In this chapter, surprise, surprise, Jeremiah gets yet another unpopular word from the Lord. The people, they're in Judah and they're hunkered down. They're being pursued by the Babylonians, and Jeremiah gets a word from the Lord. The people are wanting to flee. They're wanting to get out of there. They're wanting to go to Egypt. And God says, no, I want you to stay right here. Stay in Judah. I'll take care of you. I'll protect you. Just stay put. But these two proud men in verse 2, it says, Azariah and Johanan, they round up the other proud men of Israel and they come against Jeremiah. They say, what are you saying? You're lying. No way God told you that. Someone else put you up to this. You're going to get us killed. The Babylonians are going to come. They're going to put us into exile. Like, what are you saying? So they round up the other military leaders and they take the women, take the children, take a bunch of people, take Jeremiah, and they leave Judah and start heading toward Egypt. The exact opposite of what God told them to do. They're reacting from a place of fear, frustration, anger, and pride, and they're heading the exact opposite direction of what God had told the people through the prophet Jeremiah. It reminds me of, there's this species of monkey in Southeast India. And if you were curious on how to trap a monkey, stay tuned. But these people, legend has it that the locals can actually trap these monkeys. And what they'll do is they'll take a coconut and they'll hollow it out. And they'll put some food inside. And they'll chain this coconut to a tree. And along comes a monkey, smells the food, sticks its hand inside the coconut, grabs the food, but because it's unwilling to let go of the food, the monkey's hand gets stuck in this coconut chained to a tree. And so the locals will come along and they'll find these monkeys stuck in coconuts chained to a tree, and they'll just come and take the monkey. So that one's for free. Thanks for tuning in if you wanted to know. But it reminds me of Jesus' words where he says, if we hold on too tightly to our lives, and if we hold on too tightly to the things of this world, we actually end up losing our lives. In trying to find our lives and hold on too tightly, we lose it. But if we're willing to let go of our own lives, if we're willing to lay down our lives, then we actually find life in Christ, is what Jesus says. As I read this passage and I read about these proud men, they were wanting so badly to hold on to their lives that they completely disobeyed what God was telling them to do. And God's intent was to keep them safe. It was to protect them. It was to give them life. But because of fear and because of their unwillingness to let go of their own pride, they not only put themselves, but they put the people in harm's way. I was really challenged by this passage because as I look at my own life, even on a small scale, take marriage, for example. I know this is just me, this isn't any of you, but I know there's times in my marriage where I've held on so tightly to things. I've held on so tightly to the need to be right. Like, man, this is definitely the hill I want to die on. Dishes tonight, I'm dying on that hill. But there are things that I've just held on so tightly to, but if I were to just have let go, as I look back in hindsight, I say, man, that was really stupid. If I just would have let go in that moment, think about the health and the betterment that would have brought to my relationship, to my marriage. There's things in my life I'm sure of as I examine it and take inventory that I'm holding on too tightly to. And so my hope, my encouragement, and my prayer is that, if you're watching this video, maybe at some point today, just pause and just take inventory with the Lord. Say, God, are there things in my life and in my heart that I'm holding on too tightly to? Whether it's out of fear, pride, or whatever it is, or the things I'm holding on too tightly to, God, that I should be letting go of, that I should be willing to surrender. Man, I was super challenged by this, and I hope this is an encouragement to all of us that, hey, if we let our lives go, we actually find life. If we say, God, here I am, here's everything, I fully surrender, we find life, we find freedom. That's my hope, my prayer today, church, that we would just find freedom in letting things go before the Lord. Love you guys. Talk to you soon.